I think Konami's gotta be on drugs. Hey guys, Bats here, and welcome back to Top of the Deck. I wanted to go ahead and do an editorial video today about Pendulum Halt. And I don't usually do this, but Konami, are you on drugs?
I smoke rock.
I figured. So let's talk about Pendulum Halt. It's the newest leak from PP18, aka Premium Pack 18 in the OCG, and it's a normal spell card whose effect reads as this. If you have 3 or more Pendulum monsters face up in your extra deck, you can draw 2 cards. Also, you cannot add cards from your deck to the hand for the rest of the turn. And Jesus, that is a strong card effect. It's literally a free +1. Yeah, I get it, there are stipulations to it, like the 3 face-up Pendulum monsters in your extra deck, but it's Pendulums. It's pretty much with the summoning mechanic, not deck, not just Pendulum Editions, what the entire summoning mechanic is based around doing. Let's go ahead and talk about the restriction. What does that really mean? Nothing. So here are the caveats to the whole card effect. So number 1, you can still Pendulum summon, so there's no damage done to any Pendulum deck whatsoever. The fact that you can still Pendulum summon after this. You can still special summon from the deck, so things like Dino Mist Rush, Harmonizing Magician, and Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon all still work. You're still resourcing out of the deck there, and it doesn't actually violate the rules of the card. The other part is, it's for the rest of the turn, so number 3, you can still do all your searches beforehand. We're talking your Metal Foes counter and combos, we're talking your Skulker Bat Jokers, Pendulum Graph, Sky Iris. The only thing you can't really do is set off your Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon in the end phase, and who cares, you probably already drew what you wanted. Number 4, Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. Let's go ahead and address the giant robot elephant in the room. And if you've seen the videos on that, I mean, guys like Lithium and, Asian Eyes, a whole bunch of the top tier Yu-Gi tubers really love to do videos about that. And honestly, you can go +7 with just a 3-card combo as long as you're opening with Astrograph. Astrograph's at 3. It's a really easy sort of thing. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a win more sort of card there, but you get so much benefit out of it. Another really serious thing about this, it's searchable. Duelist Alliance, currently at 3, also very accessible. It just got a common reprint in that Legendary collection that we opened. The video link to our opening of the Legendary Dragon's box is in the description below, but that did come with 2 Duelist Alliance. Very accessible, very easy to find. And finally, the most important piece of this, you can still recur resources from your extra deck. So if you have a Dino Mist Charge on the board, if you're using Metal Foes Counter's Graveyard effect, if you're using Oath Dragon Magician to go ahead and flip things back, I mean, you can even use Electromite to go ahead and flip some cards back from the extra deck too. After you're done putting them back to your hand, you can double the size of your Pendulum summon. It's really easy to do. So, end of the day, on top of everything else that you've done, the card's basically a free +1. And yeah, I get it. People are like, well, what 2 cards could you possibly draw off the top after you draw that? Maxi and Ghost Ogre enough, Droll and Lockbird, and shoot, even Effect Veiler depending on the circumstances. I mean, honestly, I think the only downside to the card is that you might not end up using it. I mean, if you get a good enough combo off, you're going +9. I mean, what are you going to do with 9 cards in your hand? You might not want to actually activate the Pendulum Halt. You might want to just hold on to it for next turn, but worst case scenario, you have a Pot of Greed for next turn. Worst case scenario, I figure it's a really good one of. Better case, I mean, it's a very searchable 2 to 3 of that'll recur a lot of excellent advantage. But seriously, Konami?
Are you on drugs?
Alright, and on that bombshell, Bats signing out.